Hi everyone, my name is Jean Marie Alicea-Broos. Today I will be presenting how we can apply the Deming cycle, also known as PDCA model, in our daily nursing practice, specifically within the medicine world. This approach supports continuous improvement and helps us to deliver safer, more efficient patient care. The Deming cycle is a four-step model to continuous improvement. It stands for Plan, Do, Check, Act. It's widely used in healthcare to improve processes, reduce errors, and enhance patient outcomes. Each step builds on the last, creating a loop of ongoing learning and refinement. This slide describes the PDCA cycle as a structured approach to problem solving and continuous improvement. It was developed by W. Edward Deming, a renowned American engineer and statistician. The model is also known as a Deming cycle or Shewhart cycle. An overview of Deming cycle. Plan. These first steps involve defining the problem or identifying an opportunity for improvement. You will need to establish your objective, make prediction about the outcome of your plan, and define the specific action needed to achieve those goals. This phase is all about thorough preparation and planning before any action is taken. Do. In this stage, you execute the plan you develop. The do phase is typically carried out on a small scale or in a controlled environment. The goal is to test the plan and gather data without disrupting the entire process or system. It's a pilot to test to see if your plan works as intended. Check. Here you analyze your result from the do phase. You compare the data and observations against the prediction and objectives you set in the plan phase. The check phase helps you understand the effectiveness of your changes and identify any unexpected outcomes. Act. Based on your findings from the check phase, you make a decision. If this test was successful, you can implement the change on a larger scale. If wasn't, you can either discard the idea or go back to the plan stage to refine your approach based on what you learn. This final step closes the loop, turning the cycle into a continuous process improvement. Why use PDCA in nursing? In nursing, we're constantly adapting to new challenges, whether it's patient needs, staffing, or workflow issues. The PDCA models give us a structured way to address these challenges. It promotes teamwork, supports evidence-based decision, and helps us improve both patient care and our own work environment. Let's look at a real example from our medicine world. We noticed that morning medication were often delayed. This was affecting patient treatment and potentially impacting clinical outcomes. So, we decided to apply the PDCA cycle to address this issue. Here's how we apply each step on the PDCA cycle. In the plan phase, we analyze the current workflow and identify that shift change interruption were a major cause of delay. In the do phase, we pilot a new approach where one nurse was assigned solely to medication administration during peak hours. In the check phase, We tracked medication times and gathered feedback from staff and patient. In the ACT phase, we refine the process and prepare to implement it across the world. This structured approach helps us test a solution without disruption the entire system. I will present a case study, Improvement Timelines of Morning Medication Administration in a Medicine Ward. Here's the background. In the medicine ward, frequently delays in administering morning medication from 7 a.m. through 9 a.m. were identified. These delays affect patient treatment satisfaction and pose risk for time-sensitive medications such as insulin and antihypertensive medication. During phase or plan, we identify some issues. Overlapping responsibility during shift changes, incomplete handoff communication, lack of prioritization for time-critical medication, and limited access to medication card during peak hours. During the plan phase, we set the goals to. Before is the number that 30% of morning medication is administered late. We are waiting to reduce this to 10% during the pilot. We like to the feedback of nurse be they report improve focus and stress reduce. Here's the PDCA cycle implementation. Plan. A multidisciplinary team, RNs, charge nurse, pharmacists, review the workflow and propose assigning a dedicated medication nurse during the first 2 hours of the morning shift. Do. The new workflow was piloted for 1 week on a single unit. The medication nurse wants temporary relief of other duties, for example, admission, discharge, or rounds. During the check, the medication administration times were tracked. Staff completely a feedback survey. Patient satisfaction score related to a medication timeliness were also reviewed. ACT. The pilot showed a 60% reduction in late medication administration. The model was refined and implemented across all medicine wards. The results were encouraging. We reduced late medication administration from 35% to just 10% during the pilot. Nurses reported feeling less rushed, and patients appreciated receiving their medication on time. This shows us that even small changes can make a big difference. Lesson learned. The importance of defining problem and metrics led us to review and resolve the issue. The frontline staff involvement is crucial. The success of the project was heavily dependent on the participation and feedback from the staff who administered the medications daily. The PDCA is a continuous process. The PDCA cycle proved that a target small-scale change focusing specifically on the time on medication window can lead to a significant measurable improvement. Conclusion. The PDCA cycle is a powerful tool that empowers nurses to lead changes. It supports a culture of safety, accountability, and continuous learning. By applying this model, we can improve both patient care and our own professional practice. Some key takeaways from this experience. Small workflow changes can yield significant improvement. Engaging frontline staff in planning increases success. Continuous monitoring ensures sustainability. Remember, PDCA is a continued process. Here's the reference. Hi guys, here's the questions and PDCA challenge. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you encountered a situation where PDCA could be useful in your unit? What challenges do you think we might face when trying to implement this model more broadly? Scan this QR code and take the PCA challenge. Thank you.